What's up, everyone, and welcome to another Bitcoin hot take. Let's start off here on the weekly time frame, and we have our pink level right here that we have not traded into just yet. It looks like we may not push into that level. We are currently pushing up at a rapid pace on this weekly time frame, as we still have 3 days and 6 hours left, but we are trying to push up into a new all-time high. Let's go to the daily time frame and look at the trend that we are currently dealing with. If we look at the daily time frame, one thing that is evident here is that we changed the daily trend. Yesterday confirmed that. We have our low, high, higher low in comparison to this one, and then higher high right here. And both of these candles closed above this high, making this the last down candle before an up move, because we rejected right here. That's what this black candle is signifying, that we had a lot of sell volume right here. So if we come back into this blue level right here, you can just use a rectangle to show that this is a support level. That will be a very strong support level for us. Additionally, the gray zone right here on the daily time frame is also a zone that has been tested twice as resistance, but we pushed and closed above. So if we come back into this zone where both of these levels touch, that would be what we would call a confluent support level, because there are two support levels overlapping on one another. And that would be a very strong spot, in my opinion, on a high time frame like the daily to enter a long position. So that is what I will be doing if we end up getting back to that level. Currently, right now, we just surpassed the yesterday's daily high. We are still pushing through this red zone right here on the daily time frame. Let me just get rid of this real quick. Is our resistance zone. We may just push right through this. If we do, our first scenario that we're looking at here is if we just push right through this. Now, if we push right through this and close two daily candles above this red zone, I will look to long a retest of this zone. So it would look something like this. We would go above, two candle closes above, we'd come back down, sell into this level. We would then touch this level as it would be valid support, and then we would go up for new all-time highs, in my opinion. That's scenario one. Scenario two is if we reject off of this level, as there is a daily pivot level right here, the R1, that's right near the previous all-time high. Now, when we get up into there, that's going to be a pretty strong resistance zone. So scenario two would be we push into this zone right here. We reject off of it initially. Maybe we bounce right here, somewhere in between the gray block and the red block, or we go all the way down into the gray block and then push through this zone. I don't think the red zone will hold if we do end up coming back in this gray zone, but the question is, will we end up going back to that gray zone? So let's go to the lower term time frames and look at what we're dealing with on those. If we go to the 12-hour time frame, we can see this yellow zone right here is our main resistance zone. We have our last up candle before we have this rapid down move that breaks the market structure right here. And so that makes this a resistance zone. Now, we rejected off of this level once already. So a second test of it right now means that it's weakening. So we may push through this, or we could reject off of it once again. And then, like I said, it's more likely scenario two, where we go down in the gray zone. Another thing to note on the 12-hour time frame, the Ichimoku cloud is in a very strong bullish position here, which we just got this TK cross right here. Now the price is above all of that. Cloud's green. This is a long signal for me. So we're looking for if we're going to push through this to new all-time highs. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame and talk about the trade that I took yesterday and how it is panning out thus far. So the level that I was playing was this black level right here, this black candle. This was our support level. After we came up, down, swept this low right here. This low right here. We went down, we traded into it, but then we closed above it, signifying that people were buying that dip. Then we traded up, traded down, and now we're pushing above once again here. So the way that I played this was I had my bid, one of my bids on the top of the wick of the candle, the way I always like to do it, and then one on the body of the candle. And you can see the body of the candle, that one held, as it usually does, a lot stronger than the wick of the candle did. And so that trade currently, if you average both these two together, it comes out to right around this area. So that trade is currently up about 4% since entry. So that's a good day trade there. I'm happy with the result there. I already took some profits on the trade. We will see if we end up going through to the next all-time high level. If you'd like to see trades like this, I posted this trade on yesterday's video, so give us a subscribe and get updates on when the next video will be out, and you can see kind of the areas that I'm targeting on all the different time frames that I like to trade: the weekly, the monthly, the daily, and then the 4-hour time frame. Last thing I want to note here is the 4-hour Ichimoku cloud is in a very bullish position here with the same position the 12 hours in. So you can see on the 12-hour, you know, we're in the same sort of position. 4-hour, same position. Now, whenever you get this, it's usually a very bullish signal. And so, you know, if you're looking to, you know, if I'm looking to make a long entry right now, besides the one that I made right here, I'm looking for another higher low in comparison to this one, which we already got, and then a higher high. So we're going to have to push and close 2 4-hour candles above this. That will then make this black candle right here a support level, and that will be the level that I will look to long with my stop loss below that level. Now we'll see, because at this point I think the more likely scenario will be we just push right through this level and don't come back to this black candle in the short term, or we reject off of this level completely. This doesn't end up turning into a support level and we go down to the gray zone. Those are really the two scenarios I'm watching right now on Bitcoin. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe for future updates, and until next time, onward and upward. See you guys tomorrow.